Home Show.
Robert from Katy has a question about a broken valve.
Yeah, it's the hot water valve under his sink in the bathroom, Tom. He says, Robert writes, while looking at a replacement for this plastic stemmed valve, I saw a quarter turn angle valve with a metal handle stem along with usual multi-turn plastic ones like I have now. Is there any reason, he wonders, Tom, that he couldn't replace the broken multi-turn angle valve with one of these quarter-turn ones?
There's a lot of little comments I want to make here. This goes back to, remember we talked to Vic Casso from TDT? And one of the things he said was when we go in and do our Asteraflow, and that thing is called a stop. It is a valve, but we call it a stop. And he said, we replace them all with good quality metal ones, and I wouldn't doubt they're a quarter turn. I like the quarter turns. That way you don't have to turn and turn and turn and turn on and turn and turn and turn off. It's just open or closed, and you don't have all the headaches with the ones like he has now. And it's not plastic, because one of the things he said was the pipe replacement companies, to keep their prices down, will come in, but they replace them all with plastic that are kind of flopping around under the sinks and behind the toilet, and the detail work isn't done real well. So the answer is this. The plastic ones, you're already having trouble with it. Don't go back with the same one. Do an upgrade. Get a good quality one. If you don't know how to attach it all to your PEX plumbing and whatnot, you might want to call a plumber to come in and do it. But the quarter turn ones, I prefer. I like it not only under there, but the bigger ones for the house water going in and out. It just is a lot easier, and you don't have the packing nut and all that stuff that goes along with the regular types of valves you're used to.
If he has the ability to change his valve himself, it is something he can do himself. He doesn't necessarily need a plumber to do that, right?
Charlie, people ask me, Tom, I want to do it myself.
Right.
It's up to his skills. If he has the skills, no problem. Right. So that's one thing. That's a loaded question on my show that I've had for 34 years.
Sure.
Tom, I want to do a heart transplant. Well, can I do it myself? If you know how, you can.
Yeah,
so I'm
my
fine
father-in-law can help. Yeah.
Yes. I never discourage anybody, but if you're not comfortable and you don't know what you're doing, you can have a big mess on your hands and still call a plumber or an electrician or the coroner if you're working with electricity and then turn it off. So there's a lot of things you have to be careful of, but I'm going to let people make that decision on their own.
Fair enough.
If one man can do it, another man or woman for that matter can do it too.
Just look at this.
You just have to know what you're doing.
There you are. Or at least act like you know, like us. You got a question? We'll act like we know what we're doing. Actually, Tom knows what he's doing. He's got a degree in architecture. He's a retired home builder. He knows what he's talking about. So tap that tree of knowledge and have some of that sap drip into the bucket of your mind, and you can get things fixed around your house. Okay, visit HomeShowRadio.com, click on the Ask Tom button, fill it out, send it in, and that's how you do it. And we'll post your answer like we do all the other ones on YouTube, our Facebook page, and, of course, at HomeShowRadio.com.